Since it's undeniable that some Jehovah's Witnesses are Freemasons, the next question is, do they wear the Masonic ring, for example, in public? Please check the following video where a girl approaches to two witnesses who were working with the trolley. And pay attention to the reaction of one of them when the girls start talking about elders wearing the Masonic ring.
Back home and I just printed out some things. Do you guys mind if I just I'll leave you my phone number and then you can just get back to me or something?
Oh, of course.
Yeah? Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I just had, I went on the internet, I'll just kind of tell you, what I was doing is I was researching the cross and crown and stuff.
Okay.
And I found out that it was linked to Freemasonry, like the Knights Templar.
Okay.
And then I was seeing so many, similarities, and I went on that JW broadcasting, and I saw that now they have the governing body cut out and open and stuff. And I saw that they have rings on their right hands, and I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. They all have the exact same ring. So then I was like, I wonder what that is. So then I was looking up what kind of rings, and my ex-husband, his dad is a Freemason, like with that. And so I went to him and I'm like, hey, do you recognize the symbol on this ring? And he's like, oh yeah, that's a Grand Master ring. That's and I was like, well, what is the deal with Freemasonry? What are they what are they up to? And he's like, well, yeah. And I told him, I was a witness. And he's like, oh yeah, Jehovah's real important in Masonry, but to Jehovah and Freemasonry means Lucifer. Okay. And I'm like, wait, just hold up, And so then I just did a few, the old watchtower I went to look at, and that is actually, that's the tarot card for destruction. Okay. And they use a spirit-directed channel of communication to communicate with spirits. And that saying was real familiar to me because that's what the governing bodies say, that how they get that.
Now, let's watch it again with the camera in a proper position.
And they use a spirit-directed channel of communication to communicate with spirits. And that saying was real familiar to me because that's what the governing bodies say, that how they get that. Get their information is through a spirit-directed channel, and then it's and even the newer watchtower is identical. Those are all tarot cards, and so I'm like, wait, what is my parents' money? What did it used to go to? It's you know what I mean? And then they had those rings on, so I just did a bunch of other research because I've always wanted to go back, but then when I looked at that, I was just like,
you're gonna find all kind of negative information about it all the time. That's
awesome.
So
yeah. So and check out
that'll
those
be
rings
nice.
that they wear on their right.
That'll be nice for you to become our sister again.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks, guys. You guys have.
What is your name?
Veronica.
Veronica.
Yeah.
Okay, Veronica. Nice meeting you. Miss Smile.
It's good to meet you guys.
Good to meet you, Veronica.
Oh, do you have any in English?
Yeah, you sign.
Okay, awesome. Do you mind if I?
No, that's what.
Cool.
This one.
Oh yeah, it's the memorial. That's coming up, huh?
Memorial.
Curiously, the shape of the Masonic ring shown in here is not much different of the symbol shown on top of the pyramid behind Charles Taze Russell's grave. Things are now becoming too obvious.